Next, we'll cover a bit of model interrogation and some measuring. So again, I'm on the first floor plan. I want to go to, let's say we'll go to the furniture plan. I'm going to double click on the furniture plan here, and I'm just going to right click and say zoom to fit here. Again, right click, zoom to fit. Okay. I want to find out what chairs am I using here. So I can simply just click on that chair, and right away I get information about that particular chair. Okay, you can see an actual picture of it, level, floor it's on, and any other information. I can go edit the type information. This is instance information. At the type, and the chair says, assembly code, textile slate blue, chrome base, that kind of thing. Okay. Or I can say, okay, what kind of desk am I using here? Click on that. Same thing, shows me the desk, shows me some information here, shows me a little picture, edit type, 96 by 96, height, and such and such. Okay, so information about that, light gray, things like that. Okay, and so forth. Now if I can pick on a wall here, shows that it's a type of wall, it's a exterior. I can see that it's got some information in the instance properties. There's the length of the wall, this particular click highlighted wall, non-bearing, square footage, volume, area. I can go edit the type. I can actually see the structure if I want to. Basic wall, there's exterior EIFS on metal stud. Okay, you can see the actual width, thickness of the wall, and some other information, wall types, things like that. Well, I want to go further and see the actual construction of the wall. I can edit the structure, and you can see again 1 foot 4 inches, made up of, stretch this over here, made of these materials. So EIFS exterior insulation 3 inches, 2 inches of this substrate. Here's the actual structure, the steel layer is 6 inches, and so forth. Okay, and you can see this is the exterior side, interior side, gypsum on the interior side here, and on the exterior side I've got the EIFS on this side. It's 3 inches. This is probably a ½ inch down here, ½ inch. Okay, so I'm just going to cancel, and if you want to do a preview of that, we can just click on this down here and look at my preview of this type of wall. Okay, but I'm going to get out of that by hitting cancel. Cancel. So this is your properties palette. Okay, if I just hit escape a few times, the properties palette now is displaying information about this floor plan, about this first floor plan, which has things like the scale, this current scale that it's on. Okay, same thing here, the display level, things like that. Okay. So again, you just basically pick on objects like this door, and it'll tell you what kind of door it is. Sorry, window. Oh no, this is a door. Sill height, wood polished frame, such and such. Head height, edit type, same thing. Okay, little preview of it here. Close the preview out. I can see a preview of it, and I can also see a 3D view of it if I want to as well. Okay. And you can see all the double glass, 72 by 84, interior, door panel, different heights. Okay, so you can get a lot of information off this. Now, if I want to measure things, I can do it 2 different ways. I have under the Modify tab, so I'll pick on the Modify tab here, and I've got this measure. Under the measure, I've got this ruler. I can pick on that. If this is again asking you to save. I'm just going to hit cancel. You don't need to do that. It's not part of this command, so let's try this again. I'll hit escape, modify, click on measure, and if I say, oh, how long is this, all these 3 desks combined, so I can click on this point here, You can see as I move my cursor, these numbers are going to here. Now this measurement command is temporary, so as I start a new measurement command, so this one's 49 foot half inch. So if I say I want to check the width of this, I go from here, see my dimensions disappeared. So this is just temporary. Sometimes it's hard to read. It's just kind of quickly gauge information. That's 2 feet. This is 2 feet here. What's the space from here to here? That kind of stuff. If you want to permanently put dimensions, then what we'll do is we'll change our, I'm going to change my view to this first floor reference plan just to demonstrate, or sorry, first floor dimensioning. So if I want permanent dimensions like these, then I want to use the measure tool like this. Okay, I want to use this align dimensions, or I can do linear and such and such. So I'm just going to pick the default here, and I want to say what is the distance from here to here. I can pick here to not a good example. You got to be planar. So if I want to see the distance of these panels from here to here, 6 feet. What's the gap distance here? So I'll pick on this little edge here to say the center it's picking here. Okay, that's also 3'4". If I wanted to actually get from the inside here to the actual panel edge, then I have to go close to it and just hit the tab key. Now you'll notice that. See, when I hit the tab key, this outer edge highlights. Once that highlights, click, and now I'm measuring in between that. Okay. Now, if you don't like where the dimensions are placed, you just kind of click on that dimension, click once, you get this little dot that comes up. You can kind of move that away if you want to. So that's something you might want to do, place dimensions, and then again, eventually you can go ahead and print this out, this view out to get all those dimensions on there. And because you've opened this kind of as a read-only, you don't have to worry about interfering with the project. Okay, that's measuring and getting information about objects.